focus on the content, the emotion behind things, the musicianship, which is all great. I think they're producing really great music. But I question whether, some of these artists can translate that into a live show and entertain me in person. If you can't bring that song to life in person, I don't know.
Yeah, and that's why I said, I was just watching you earlier, and it just it clicked. I said, she's really a natural dancer. This it comes as second nature to her.
I'm a little rusty now. My joints don't move the way they do. But, I think just, artists out of VA like Chris Brown, he might be the last, unless you can think of some other ones. He's the only one that I can think of that era, that really combined both.
It just felt nostalgic, just seeing the video earlier, because I said, this is not something that I see every day.
Right.
There was a time where, the main person who used to get teased about it was Mariah Carey, and she was teased horribly. How people would talk about how she couldn't dance, and how it was just expected, look at her, she's just standing there. And, to fast forward, some years, and that's just the norm. But, I just had to give you the credit there.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm pretty sure there are some artists out there that find them both, and we just haven't really, we haven't seen it yet. Maybe it hasn't gotten the attention that it deserves just yet.
Yeah, hopefully I can find them in maybe in Petersburg or in Virginia.
They're probably there. So a lot of talent coming out of Petersburg.
When I find them, I'll let you know. And you brought up Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know, you did open for Destiny's Child when they were together. Just curious, how was it sharing the stage, or how was being able to do that?
It was fantastic. It was their, after Beyonce went solo, she came out with Crazy in Love, that era.
Right.
And then she decided to go back and do the Destiny Fulfilled tour. So it was, I'm sorry if you can hear my phone. Is my phone making noise?
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so it was that period where Destiny's Child still had the hits, and they did Destiny's Fulfilled, their last album together, and then Beyonce would do her solo stuff. She had her own portion. Right. So it was just, I don't know, it was a moment, man. I really wish I could go back and relive some of those moments.
Back again.
I was so wrapped up in all the things that I had going on. I didn't get a lot of pictures back then. I met the girls. I met, I was on, Mario and Anne-Marie were a part of the tour as well. Met all those guys, and they were amazing. But I didn't get any pictures with them. So, I beat myself up about that.
Trust me, I did try to find that. I did try.
I'm so mad at myself for not getting those pictures. But, it's one of my favorite memories, and I just feel, I feel honored that they allowed me to tour with them for, it was 36 cities. It was fantastic, man. Just watching, people just like me who grew up performing their entire lives. I just saw their work ethic, and it was just inspiring. And Beyonce, all of them fine as hell. Yeah.
And speaking of recognition, for me to go on Instagram and see Keke Palmer singing a song of yours in full voice, full concentration, I said, that is amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that had to feel kind of good as well.
It's good anytime I see anyone singing songs, man. And then someone of her stature is like, wow, okay, so my little couple of songs, they did make an impact on somebody.
Emily, right?
Yeah.
And came up with obviously Pusha and the clips and the whole thing.
Yeah.
Are you now managing Bia? What's the
I got a different.
So you're not rhyming no more.
Nah.
That's over.
So
but this the Star Trek family was kind of like, listen, fam, we need you to stay out of trouble.
Pretty much.
So you're gonna go make sure this is right because you've been on the road, you know the ropes.
He found me though. Was he like Star Trek didn't find me? He found me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it still was like, you know, I found it and I was like, yo, check this out. I didn't think I was gonna be in this, but once we, you know, I got to know I couldn't leave her, so
How did you discover her? Where?
off the internet.
Really?
YouTube.
Yeah.
But wait, you're from Virginia too, though?
Nah, I'm from Boston.
Oh, you're from Boston.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, very good.
So I was,
Well, it's good seeing you, bro. It's her time now. Bia from Boston.
so you gotta say.
So, yo, look, I listened to your record. It was Around the World. And now you are coming up under. Are you signed to Star Trek? What's the whole thing?
I actually, Pharrell has a new label, I Am Mother. So I'm signed to I Am Mother, which is like, you know, for my production. And then for my distribution, I'm with RCA.
And so, the record that I heard Around the World, like, do you have an album on the way? I'm gonna play the record. I want to play Around the World and maybe another record that you want the people to hear. But obviously, because Family's people's and Pharrell's people's, they was like, yo, we got this new artist. I was like, I want to meet her. Because, you know, they do a great job at picking people. Normally, at this stage, now we not having this conversation yet.
really appreciate this,
I'm trying to watch you. I'm gonna watch you go out there, fuck it up, bump your head, get into a couple of beefs, drop a record, brick a couple times, and then I'll be like, all right, you put in some work, let's go. But so talk to us. There, album. What's the plan for you?
Right now, like simultaneously, I'm working on an album and I want to say like an EP, like mini mixtape type of thing.
Got it.
Yeah, so I'm working on both of those right now. But the mixtape EP coming out real soon, like probably within the next 2 months.
And you're on that TV show, Sisterhood of Hip Hop, right?
Yeah, I was on Sisterhood of Hip Hop.
I didn't see that
It's
shit.
coming back, or that's it?
I mean, that's it for me. I don't know what everybody
you're-
else doing.
you're done.
Yeah, I'm all set.
You got along with everybody on the show?
Yeah, we all cool.
Like, did you watch any episodes, Laura
A little
Styles?
bit, not too much. I just saw Naima Supreme on there.
I like her. We like her.
What's shorty with all the tattoos? Saya?
I've heard a lot about her too.
Yeah. That's the only two people I can name right now.
And a lot of those women, do you keep in contact with the women from?
Yeah, like we do group chats from every now and
Oh, that's
then.
dope.
Yeah, like we
Yeah, that's
still
cool.
keep in contact.
And y'all build like on some rap shit, like making sure everybody keeping their bars up, keeping their music up, hustling, grinding, support.
Yeah, definitely keeps you on your toes
That's
because
dope.
you know there's a bunch of other females that are going just as hard as you, if not harder. So,
There's no shade in there?
I mean, there's always shade when you got women, but I mean, I stay clear of the shade. Like that's not really my MO. I was more into it for like the music, less of like the reality. Like I never really wanted to be a reality star. As reality started to get real for me, I'm like, I got to get back to the music.
Right. So, tell us Bia's story. You're from Boston. What's in your music? If I haven't heard your music, why should I go listen? Why should I care? What's happening?
Yeah, and I'm curious, why do you call yourself the Perico Princess?
Man, just history, man. Like, I'm half Puerto Rican, and I'm from Boston. My mom is Italian, so it's kind of like I grew up in an environment where, like, I don't know if you know much about Boston, because it's only 4 hours from here, but it gets live there, like it gets real, just like it gets live everywhere
anywhere,
else. So,
yeah.
you know, I grew up with like a lot of guys, like a lot of street niggas that just kind of like, you know,
Who's
it's just,
hustling? They was doing anything.
yeah, like I'm just around real people, so you know what I'm saying? It just stuck with me.
Well, you say Perico, people think you moving weight. You was moving.
Yeah,
you was
no,
moving
no,
out here.
no,
Don't
real
incriminate
trappers
yourself on Ebro in the
don't
morning.
talk about what they do,
Exactly,
man.
Exactly.